now that we've created our great stencils from our laser machine using this frosted translucent laser craft plastic, I'm going to make just a quick little project out of it just to show you a way that you can use it. So these are fun little stencils I designed, and obviously we just cut them out of our laser machine. I love working in my mixed media journal from Grafix. It's got all, and I like the assorted one because it has all of these different surfaces. You know, it has the opaque craft plastic in white and black, and it has the wet media Duralar and the matte Duralar and clear Duralar. It just has so many surfaces to play with and work on and really help you get to know them better. And also it has the discs in there, so when you're ready to put your book together, you can do that to bind it. So I just grabbed a couple of pieces, just something I had in there. This is the clear Duralar, and there are two different clear sheets in this assorted set. One is clear Duralar and one is wet media Duralar. And the way you know the difference is the clear Duralar is much thicker. Okay, it's a much thicker, and you'll see that here on the description. And then the wet media Duralar is much thinner than this. So that's how you know the difference. But anyway, so first I have this clear Duralar that I just had put some gold acrylic ink on. This ink is from Royal Talons, and it's the rich gold, I would bet, because that's the one I use the most and love it. And so I'm just going to use my stencils to make some fun patterns on here. So let's just play. Okay, I just want to give you some fun ways that you can use this. Okay, so I've got a gel plate here that is very well loved, as you can see, and I am going to use it to make some fun prints for this. So we'll work on the clear Duralar and on top of that gold, because that is super pretty. Actually, we could do it on the opposite side and have that sort of in the background. Ooh, let's try that. That sounds fun. Let's start with the circle, and I'm genuinely just going to play and have fun. So we're going to use some Royal Talons Amsterdam acrylic paint in turquoise green, and you really don't need a lot of paint for your gel plate. Just a tiny little bit will do, and you need a brayer. I'm just going to use my little brayer since this is a tiny gel plate. I think this looks like, I don't know, maybe 3x5 or 4x6, not sure. I am going to roll off. Usually I roll off in deli paper, but sometimes it's fun to use your extra paint here and roll off onto a page. So that can be the start of another background. Why not? I'm going to put this on top. Actually, I'm going to use both of them. That sounds like fun. Let's just do that. That'll be fun. This is a cute little, it's such a tiny gel plate. It's fun to use. Okay, I've got the other side of this. This is the white opaque craft plastic, and I'm just going to give it a good press. This side is still wet, but it's fine. Just a little paint on my fingers. Nothing new here. It's giving a fun imprint on that paint. Okay, so I'm pressing because this paint is wet. You could rub it, you know, and I just want to pick up some of the excess. All right, let's see what we get. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I want to keep going. I kind of want to fill this page and get more of this excess paint up. Looks like I may maybe just use a little bit too much paint. All right, that's good. Let's do the other side. Trying not to move it too much. There we go. Okay, so that's also a really fun background. So see, there are no rules with gel plates, especially when you're using fun stencils with it, and you can just go to town and have lots of fun. So now I think I want to do the red and leave these stencils in place. Okay, we're gonna put some red down, maybe a tiny bit down here. We don't need a lot. And again, we're gonna brayer over the whole thing, over the stencils and everything. And this turquoise green with this pyrrole red from the Amsterdam paint line is just, it's outstanding. It is stunning. I don't know. I really love it. I think it's pretty fantastic. So I'm going to go back to this side of my page I was working on and just add a little bit. I don't want too much. Okay, I'm just going to do like that. And then maybe I'll get another page. This is why I like to have the whole stack in front of me, because you never know what you're going to do. And I don't like to waste paint or anything, really. I'm just going to do one stripe. Ooh, isn't that cool? Just one stripe. That's fun. Okay, so I guess we're working on a few pages here. That's good. So now I'm going to lift this. See, look at that cool color. And then I'm going to put it onto this. I'm worried that the turquoise might be too dry, but we'll see. We're going to let it sit. Okay, and you do want to kind of press. And one tip I can give you with the gel plate, especially with these plastic materials that we're working on top of, sometimes it is nice to just let it sit and dry for a little bit before you lift it, so that you get a better transfer. Okay, let's see what we get. Ooh, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. It worked so well. And look at, I still have more transfer. So I'm gonna let this dry for a second, and I'm gonna transfer this onto another sheet. Maybe I'll do it. Let's see, which one do I want? Let's do it onto here. This could be really fun. So now this paint is definitely starting to dry a little bit more. So I'm actually going to get just the tiniest bit of white on here. You could also use matte medium if you wanted something clear, and you don't want like any kind of base underneath. You know, if you just want that pattern to sit on top of something. I am going to use some deli paper. Okay, this is what I usually roll off on and work on. I want a nice thin application here, and then I'm going to actually transfer this to the deli paper. Okay, just to show you another way. And then you can use this deli paper, cut it out, rip it up, whatever, use it on your pages as well. So I don't throw away my deli paper. I definitely keep it and use it. It's so fun. And it's like it got a glassine sort of feel to it. It layers really well. So I often use this if I want to just clean my gel plate, or or sometimes even just to pull a print. Okay, while that jelly plate is drying, I do also want to show you one other way you can use your masks or stencils on your paper. Okay, so let's use some white paint off to the side here, just a little bit. And again, all the paint I'm using is from Royal Talon's Amsterdam line. Love it. It's just perfect. So, okay, I'm doing white because I want like the negative of this, and we've got some color already going on. So let's just see how that looks. So I'm using a sponge, and I'm just going through the stencil. I want to get all these little tick marks in here. And you could spray your stencil if you really want it to be held down. I am really not particular, and I'm a pretty messy crafter, and I like to just be in the moment. So I see, but it would have helped in that situation. But that's pretty cool. I like how that looks. And see how we've got the negative. And then when that dries, you can go around it with a Posca pen and do some cool stuff. I'm going to do one more over here in the white. And let's just keep going. And the sponge, you know, gives the edges like a fun kind of messy look, and I really like that. So I love using the sponge to do this technique. Okay, that one worked out. Let's do that whole middle. And I like this white too because I did it nice and thin, so you can still kind of see that color blocking underneath. All right, I'm using the same sponge because who cares, right? Okay. So I'm going to go here, pick up some of this. This is turquoise green. Okay. And just doing the same thing. Doing a little color blocking. Oops, I moved it a tiny bit. This is a fun technique. Oh, okay. It's starting to move on me. Ooh, that looks cool, doesn't it? Okay, now I'm going to do this one, but I'm going to do it in the red. Going all crazy over here. Okay, a little bit of Pyro red. Same sponge, because I don't care. Okay, here we go. You do you. Whatever feels comfortable for you, go for it. This is what I want to do. Okay. It is a little darker because the turquoise is underneath, but it's fine. We're just playing. We're just playing. Okay. See, doesn't that look great? Oh, I love it so much. I love that we use both the patterns. So now at this point, I would let this totally dry, probably do a lot of outlining with a Posca pen and put a focal point on top. And you know, here's your background is already done. And all we did was roll off with the brayer with a couple colors and then come through with a sponge and just use a few colors just to keep it, you know, sort of organized in that way. And you can do some really fun stuff on here with your stencils that you've made using the laser cutter. So this is the original, and I believe it's dry. And what I would like to do to finish this, I like this. It looks good. You can kind of see it through this side. Not too bad. So what I think I would like to do, just to unite these pages together, right? Because this will go in a book together. And you can sort of see through that. I think I want to bring these patterns to this side. Okay, so I'm going to line this up with this. And I'm going to use the teal. Okay, I got a new sponge for this, just to keep it clean. I'm lining this up with the same pattern on the other side. I don't care if those little tick marks line up exactly. I just want it to be sort of lined up. And I'm going to do the same thing I did to that other piece. And also, you know, if I'm going to use these journal pages in the same book, that'll be nice to have some repetition. I do need a little bit more paint, and I'll reline that up. There we go. Try to get a little bit of paint at a time because I can definitely what did I do here? Shoot. Okay, here we go. I want that to be lined up. Okay, let's see. Let's get some more paint. So, anyway, yeah, it's nice to have some repetition, you know, from page to page with either colors or shapes. It helps you give you some unity in your project. Okay, so let's see. So isn't that cool? And I didn't fill that circle in all the way. I'm loving this. Okay, I'm also going to do some more turquoise, but with the circle now. And we'll go right here. And I don't care about those tick marks lining up again. I just want that circle shape to sort of be emphasized a little bit and repeated here. So let's do that. And this paint goes a long way, so if you feel like you've run out, you haven't. It does go a long way, and I'm not going all the way in the middle. Oh yeah, that looks so good. I love it. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do there. When this dries, I probably would add some white Posca just to, because it's kind of like middle range. I would like to bring out some highlights, but really, really cool. So I think we're going to be done for now. But definitely look at from this side how now that paint, and I use the same color, which is important, how you can see the finish of it. Even if it's just a little bit off, it still looks really cool. Really cool. So we did all of this in just a few minutes with a gel plate, with our mixed media journal from Grafix. Oh, I got to do that page still too. And a couple colors of paint and stencils that we cut with our laser printer. How cool is that? You can design your own stencils. You can make very cool, interesting, unique projects because you've got your own design, and it's just so fun and so addictive. So I hope that you had some fun here today with me and maybe found something inspiring and learned something new, hopefully. And I hope that makes you go play in your journal and make your own stencils. If you'd like to learn more about Grafix products, please Visit graphicarts.com and have a great day.